Wicked chickens lay deviled eggs. Hey guys, welcome back to Transplants. I'm Amy and I want to talk about some eggs. I've got a few experiments that I'd like to try with you just to prove a point about the eggs. I have found that I have been giving away eggs because, as you guys know, I have some chickens. I don't know if you heard about that, but we have hens and I love them. And we are getting eggs, way more eggs than the hippie and I eat. I know on a basis that they're putting them out. So, number one, I would like to tell you, if you are buying store-bought eggs, you need to be saving your cartons and giving them, when you use up your carton, give those to your neighbor or your friend that has chickens because it comes in really handy. And if you are getting eggs from somebody, it's okay to reuse this. This is a styrofoam. Guys, you can wash this and reuse it over and over. And that is really helpful. Luckily, I knew that I obviously had chickens before they were laying eggs, and we were still buying store-bought eggs. So I was saving all of my cartons there for a while, and then I was giving them to Kim because she was getting eggs. So I started on the Farm Fresh eggs with Kim first. And then my girl started laying eggs, and now we have egg, 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 egg. So maybe this winter we do a bunch of egg type recipes. We may become experts in making flan and quiche and, you know, all the recipes that call for a ton of eggs. But I would like to mention that when I give the eggs away, I always tell people, I ask them, do you know how to test the egg to make sure it's still good by the time you go to cook it for your family and eat it? You've got to make sure it's a good egg if you're going to consume it. And so far nobody knows about the water test, guys. So I have literally, for the making of this video, I went out and bought some store-bought eggs for some things I'm going to go over. I did only purchase a half dozen. They did have this available at my local Piggly Wiggly. So I bought the half dozen. This was $2.50 for 6 eggs. If I wanted a dozen eggs, it was $4.50. So with that in mind, let's see. I've got my receipt here, guys. Give me just a minute. I don't have my reading glasses on, but $14.99. Okay, so I have 6 hens and 1 rooster, and I do let them free range, and we do feed them kitchen scraps. Just for a price comparison though, I buy a 40-pound bag of their scratch, and that will last me a good month, $15. So, depending how you and your family are using eggs, a lot of people will say, well, is it worth it though? I think it is, especially with the way the prices of eggs have gone up so much in the grocery stores. And I just like knowing that I have better eggs than the grocery store. And I will go over that later in this video to prove my point on that. But what I wanted to do right now is show you guys the water test. Very simple. I have saved this egg. And this is, man, this egg is like 2 or 3 months old. So it should float at this point. This is an egg that I just collected this morning. Or maybe yesterday, I don't know. Anyways, this is a fresher egg. So what I'm going to show you is the water test. I've got this mason jar full of water, as you can see here. And what I'm going to do, hopefully I can put this in here and it goes down without cracking and going everywhere inside there. I think we made it. See, this fresh egg is just laying flat inside there. I sure hope the camera can show you that this egg went to the bottom. It did not float. And hopefully this one is rotten enough to float. Okay, good. See, this egg is staying up towards the top. It's floating. The reason this egg is floating is it's decaying on the inside. In the decaying process, a gas is formed inside that eggshell. So if they float, they're no good to eat. But if they sink, they're good to eat. Now there is an in-between moment where the sunk one you can see is on its side. It's not trying to float at all. As it's starting to turn, it will tip up. That is up to you if you want to eat that egg or not. But if you're going to eat that one, I'd eat it immediately. For us, we wouldn't do that because we have so many eggs available to us. But that is the water test. That's how you, and you can do this on store-bought or farm fresh eggs, and it will always show you if the egg is good or not. Now, some of the differences between the fresh eggs and the store-bought eggs. A lot of times when you get fresh eggs from somebody that you know, they don't wash them. And that's perfectly fine. You don't have to wash eggs. You're not eating the shell anyways. And if you do not wash them, they still actually have a membrane on the outer coating of the shell. I know it doesn't seem like it because you can't see it, you can't feel it, but trust me, it's there. So you can store farm fresh eggs right on your countertop. Whereas if you buy the grocery store eggs here in America, they wash all of the eggs. Once you've washed them, you have to refrigerate them. You have to keep them cold from that point on. As I went to the store, the grocery store, and bought these eggs for this right here. Now, I've cracked an egg, and I put it in here in one of these dishes. Hold on, let me grab another egg to show you the difference between the homegrown, which is a more orange yolk, if you can see that, compared to the more yellow colored yolk that you get at the grocery store. So, more nutrient dense, darker color, almost an orange. Grocery store, it'll get you by. Not as nutrient dense, obviously, because it's more yellow yolk. Okay. I did want to show you that, and that's the whole reason I bought the eggs from the store, is just for this cracking test. So you could see that theirs are more yellow and mine's more orange. And I really hope the camera picked that up. Then, while we're at it, I figured that I would go ahead and show you how to tell if you've gotten your egg hard-boiled or if it's not boiled enough yet. Okay, let me get this moved out of the way. There's a lot going on here. Today is September 23rd, and we've had a freak weather event in the fact that when I woke up it was like 49 degrees this morning. So that's why we're filming inside the kitchen today, guys. I hope the lighting in here is okay and that you get to see everything. But I started boiling these eggs, and I'm going to show you the difference. Now, I pulled this one out early, and if you put it on a level surface like this, it's going to roll off, okay? Now this one I've left in here so it's had more cook time. So if it is truly hard boiled, it should sit still. See there, that one sits still, this one rolls. Now, let's let this egg cool a little bit. I'll run it under some water so I can handle it, and I'll show you a way to peel this egg with this spoon. It's still warm, but I think I've got it cooled off enough to show you how we peel this egg. First, you're going to crack it. Then you're going to just pick one little spot here. Okay, I used to peel the whole egg that way. And then I'm going to take this spoon and get it in between the egg and the shell and press out towards the shell. And the spoon will almost help you because it's going to take the shape of the egg. so you can get in there and get more of it just peeled, and you're not sitting here picking all the little pieces. And voila, there you have it. Okay guys, sorry, I thought I had the camera back on. I did not. But I did go ahead and peel the second egg here so you could see the difference. This one's not quite as hard-boiled as this one. This one is totally hard-boiled, definitely hard-boiled. And this one is still not hard-boiled. So guys, there you have it. Like I said, this is like September 23rd, and we've had a freak weather event where I woke up, it was 49 degrees, and it's going to reach the high 70s today. And it's really a freak moment because it's only going to be that way. It's going to be back up in the 80s and then go back up into the 90s from thereafter. But the weather's just got me kind of wanting to film inside. Welcome to fall. I believe this is actually the first day of fall, or maybe yesterday was. So it's quite an invitation into fall. However, it's not going to be long lasting, but it is super windy outside. And you guys know when it's windy I can't film because I don't have one of those like fuzzy microphones or anything to kill the wind noise, so I didn't want to do that to you guys. Plus, when you're dealing with food, you might as well just do it in the kitchen anyway. So welcome to my kitchen. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you have any egg information that you'd like to share with our little community here, please leave a comment about that in the section below, because we're all here to learn and grow together. So let's go ahead and share our knowledge, guys. Until then, take care. We'll see you in the next video.